join the committee, where coaches turn on camera like pros, ain't no pity. From first take jitters to spotlight hitters, we got your back when the light's a little bitter. Pro tips on angles, mics, and frame control. No more oops, I'm muted, that's out of your console. You'll learn to own the stage, turn nervous into swagger. We're hype, we're real, we mix hustle with a little banter. This is just the start, your journey's in ignition. With the committee fam, we fuel your ambition. Rise up, shine bright, let your confidence glow. With the committee crew, you'll steal every show. From practice to live, we got the keys to your flow. New member in the house, let's rock it, here we go.
Stand tall, the camera's in your face. Step into the light, this is your space. Your voice is power, your words will soar. The world's your stage, open the door. No script can cage the truth you bring. You're the phoenix, rise, spread your wings. Calm the nerves, let your message flow. The committee's here to help you glow. Go live, go bright, unleash your might. The world is watching under the spotlight. Raise your voice, let the truth arrive. With the committee's call, you'll thrive. Mistakes can't stop what's in your soul. Every stumble makes the story whole. Show them the real, don't just survive. Own the moment now, go live. Feel the rush of the people's gaze, lost in the rhythm of your phrase. Practice makes the the committee's call, you'll thrive. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome aboard! You just joined the committee where coaches turn on camera like pros. Ain't no pity. From first take jitters to spotlight hitters, we've got your back when the light's a little bitter. Pro tips on angles, mics, and frame control. No more oops, I'm muted. That's out of your console. You'll learn to own the stage. Turn nervous into swagger. We're hype, we're real. We mix hustle with a little banter. Oh, rise up, shine bright, let your confidence glow. Oh, with the committee crew, you'll steal every show. From practice to live, we got the keys to your flow. New member in the house, let's rock it, here we go. Whoa. Whoa. Welcome aboard, you just joined the committee where coaches turn on camera like pros. Ain't no pity. From first take jitters to spotlight hitters, we got your back when the light's a little bitter. Pro tips on angles, mics, and frame control. No more oops, I'm muted. That's out of your console. You'll learn to own the stage. Turn nervous into swagger. We're hype, we're real. We mix hustle with a little banter. This is just the start. Your journey's in ignition. With the committee fam, we fuel your ambition. Rise up, shine bright, let your confidence glow. With the committee crew, you'll steal every show. From practice to live, we got the keys to your flow. New member in the house, let's rock it, here we go. New member in the house, let's rock it, here we go.
Yo, welcome, my friends. Welcome, man. I am ready. We just finished a webinar yesterday, so today I am teaching you how to build comment scenes, and we're going to get right into it. So if you have been wanting to find some different ways to engage your audience, well, then this is the right spot for you. My name is Lion Flood. I am a virtual branding expert, and what that simply puts to you is I'm the person who helps you look, sound, and perform better in your virtual meetings, networking events, summits, uh, speaking gigs, all of those things. I'm the person that's going to help you do that, and that comes down to money. If you're looking to make more money, you're in the right spot. If you're not, then stay, enjoy the webinar. Let's have a little party, a little function. So let's get right into it and show you an example. I'm going to show you 3 examples of what I am going to. Well, I'm going to teach you one. I'm going to show you 3 examples of what I built and how you can kind of do some of those. But I'm going to teach you some. One of them specifically. So the first one is specific for the manner of if you're running a YouTube channel, doing LinkedIn Live, anything like that, and you want to bring comments onto the screen so that you and your guest can see it, and that helps engagement because now your guest looks and say, hey, I want my comment up there, so let me comment a little bit more. So here is one of them. This is the one I'm going to be teaching you how to do today. Whereas now, I can bring comments onto the screen. And if you are here, put a comment on and I'll show you exactly how that's done live, or I can put your comment up on to the screen. And let me check a couple of things here as well. I am rebuilding pretty much all of my whole workflow to try to kind of bring it down a little bit more so it's easier. The next one I'm going to show you is this one here where I put it in like a little diamond shape. Okay. And here, same difference. All of these are pretty much going to do the same exact thing. They are going to, let me take that off the screen, allow your guests to bring their comments onto the screen. And let me go ahead and mute that. All right. Look at that. I didn't know I could even do that. This is crazy. I just found something out new, and so I'm implementing that into this here. All right. So the next one I'm going to show you is a little bit more advanced, but it kind of still does the same thing in context. So let's go to that one there. And then now we have the ability to also do it kind of like this, right? Where people still get to see their face in here. When I'm doing live events, hey, this is the live chat. Let's bring this up. So I'm not going to teach you the techniques of how, when to do that. I'm just going to teach you how to build this so that you are able to see it. So let me jump back into this section here. And I want to give a big shout out and thank you to everyone who is joining, who's looking to do some different things for their streams, their engagements. So I thought I took a, let me just double check on a few things. I thought I took a screenshot so I can be able to refer back to it. But if not, that's okay. I'll take one right now. And so we can take a look and see. I don't know if that's going to show me. Oh, you know what? Okay. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start off onto a blank canvas. Let me see if I can bring that up. And we're just going to create it. Yep. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a screenshot so I can have a referral to look back onto. Okay. So let's grab this really quick. Screenshot. All right. And me take that out wider. All right, perfect. Okay, and capture. All right, so now we've got that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just like an artist, right? So if you're thinking, how do I engage more customers? How do I engage more clients? How do I create an environment where people want to answer information inside of the chats? Then you're in the right spot. And let's go ahead and get that party started. Okay, so I have here a couple of different layers, if you will, right? I have several things going on here. First, let me point out a couple of them to you so you can see this. Let me take some of these off of the screen. Okay. And that way you can kind of see behind what's going on as well. Okay. There we go. So now we've taken that off for right now. And you can see kind of what's happening behind. So number one, I created this just regular overlay screen, overlay camera, right? So I'm not going to show you how to do all of this part of it just because that is a little bit more of what you want to put your flavor on. I'm just going to show you how to do the main things that we did there a second ago. But I wanted to be creative. So what I did is in this kind of phrase here, what I started doing is I started adding in elements to the comment section. And now it looks like I am, you know, behind back. I have the, double kind of viz type of a thing here. All right. Straighten that up. That's locked. Okay, perfect. All right. And so then the comments will come into that box section. So that's where all of the comments will come into. All right. So let's get started and show you how this is done. And what I'm going to do is put my, all right, there it is. I'm going to put my screenshot onto my canvas. And for me, in some ways, what that is just like having that um, visual of whatever you're painting or whatever near you so that you're able to see it. All right, so here we go. So we are starting with a blank canvas, and let's do this so we can create this blank canvas. And so what I'm doing is I am placing my screen to be blank. And here we go. Perfect. And let's change the color on this to black. And I'll show you some behind the scenes stuff here shortly so you're able to see what's happening as well. And what I am going to do as well is I am going to take my camera and I'm going to copy it and duplicate it here so that we are then able to see me at least still talking to you. Okay. All right. And also, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this image on here. So again, I can just look at it and see kind of what I'm working to do. All right. So the very first thing that I would suggest to do whenever building this out is to start kind of in reverse. What are you wanting to do? Your main thing is you want to create a lively comment section where you can do that. So, for example, on this one here, I have moving parts, right? Things that are moving, color, the scheme. This one here is just more like, hey, this is what it is. Let's just put it up on there. Okay. So let's show you a little bit more of this fun one here first. All right. And starting off in this new scene. Okay. And if you have questions, do me a favor also. I don't think I said this right at the beginning, but put a Q, then a colon, and then your question, whether you're watching this live or on a replay. We want to make sure that we can get to it. All right. So let me check and starting off with any comments, any questions. All right, perfect. Let's jump right into this then. So now that I have my blank canvas, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to start off with building a comment box. Let's do that first. Okay. So I have a black box and I'm going to make it gray just to put a different color into here so we're able to see it. Okay, so let's just make that gray. All right. So this is in essence where the comments are going to come into. Again, the little intricate things I'm not going to go too deep into. That's going to be more of your creativity style. But for an example, what I'm referencing is if you look at the corners, okay, on that box there, you see that they're square, right? I want to make those like a round shape. So behind the scenes, I'm rounding those out and I'm doing this directly. And oh, you know what? I like that where it's got like a little pronounced kind of a thing here. So let's do it like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Make it a little bit different. Like almost like a little quotation type of thing, right? All right. So this is in essence where the main part of the comments will come into. So to make it look a little bit more visually appealing, I am going to duplicate this box, and then I am going to bring it down so it sits atop of this box. Okay. And once again, we'll change up the color because we want it to be different. So on this one, I want all rounded corners, or no, these two here. And then on this one now, we're going to make that so it kind of makes it look like a square. Okay, perfect. And just going to drag it out. And again, I'm just doing a quick and dirty kind of example. So when you can figure out, hey, how do I make a comment box? This is how you do it. Then you can go back and do all of the fine tuning of how it looks and so forth like that. So let's just take a look here really quick and make sure we're good. All right. And then actually, let me bring that under my camera so you can still see me. Perfect. All right. So if you look in this section to the left of that box where it says comments box, that's what I have in there. So currently I have a viewer name, I have a red rectangle, black rectangle, blue rectangle, and then a gray rectangle. So that is all it takes just to build the scene, right, for your comment box. At least, for the beginning stages, right? So technically we have the comment box here. One very important clue that I will say is that you want to um, put a lock on those so that you link them together. So, for an example, group them together, right? If I move this piece, then I accidentally move it, that one piece moves. The next thing I want to do is I want to lock both of those and link them together. So for right now, I'm just going to lock it so that they don't move and they stay there. All right. So now next, I want to build the background behind it so that it looks, different than some other ones. So just for the sake of this training here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate those other two boxes. So I'm going to make a blue rectangle. Okay. And again, I'm just duplicating it, and let's just go with some dark ones like this. Okay. So let's make those square, because what I'm going to do now is I am going to cover the entire back end of what's happening. Now, right now, I'm putting it in front just because the way it looks, but I'm going to drag it just like layers, right? We've seen layers and so forth in other editing kind of softwares and stuff like that, right? So now here is the back end of that. Now I'm going to add in a blur function because I want it to be blurred in the back so that the attention isn't directly on all of the blue that's back there. So we are going to just copy and paste, and then now we are going to put a blur functionality there, and I'm going to, let's see, bring that above this one. And in just a second, you're going to start to see how that looks. That gives you um, that blur back there. So we have this one, and I'm going to add a little color to it, just so again we can kind of start to see the difference of what I'm referencing, because right now I have them blue on blue. Again, drop some questions in there if you have some questions. Stop me at any time so you can see what I'm doing, so we can make this kind of work. All right, so I want that to be maybe above. Let's see. There we go. So now you guys can see it a little bit more. All right, so what I'm going to do now is, let's just take a look and see. There we go. Now by dragging it here. All right. So now we have items behind the blur where you can see my hand at and waving. That's what that is. And I'll turn the amount of blur down just so you can kind of see the difference of what I'm referencing, right? So now you can see me a little bit more. If I add a little bit more blur in, you can still see me, but I am now just, talking. All right. The last thing that we're going to do inside of here is we're going to add in a comment. Now, if you do not have a comment and you're just now starting, here's what I'm going to suggest. But first, let me come back here so you guys can kind of see what this looks like now. So you see me here. The blur is behind my camera, all right, and behind the chat box. So what I'm going to do is bring in a comment first, just so you can see what I'm referencing, and then I will tell you what to do on how to get a comment. All right. So now that comment is on here, we need to make sure that they all go above. Okay. Perfect. And so that's the quick down and dirty reference to how to bring that in. To do that. Now I'm going to show you the other ones here because, like I told you, this was straight to the point and showing you that. So if you have not had a comment yet, you can use the comment feature inside of Ecamm, which will allow you to phrase where you want the comment at to go and to do all of those things like that. So as I told you, this was quick, down, and dirty on how to build this comment scene. So let me give you a general idea of how much that went into this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles, right? And then I have a camera overlay, which is here. And then I have a camera overlay, which is up top in that big rectangle space. So 2 camera overlays, 4 rectangles, and you now have your comment section feature, in which whenever you bring in a comment, it will come aboard like this. And I have my flying in. So you can have them flying in, of course, any direction. All right. So that's it. Like I told you, I want to show you some easy, quick, simple steps that you can implement right away. You're able to go and do this right now for your comments to be able to put into your next stream, to your next live, into your next keynote speech where you can bring comments on. All we did, again, recap, is we created a blank scene. Then after that, we placed a rectangle to cover the whole screen. Now I'm working forward instead of working backwards. Once we get our color scheme done, now we're going to create a blur, right? So that blur, again, let me take this blur down a little bit so you can still see what I'm referencing. Okay. Bam, here I am. So then we're going to create that blur to have it kind of offset. Comments and then movement if you decide to put in a second camera. If you don't need to directly have a blur, right? I do that because that big camera is behind me. And then the last 2 things is we're going to make this comment box with 2 rectangles. One up top, and then the gray rectangle is the second one. And then you're going to have that space for your comments to come in, right? After that, you will be able to go and do some other things. Or if you want to start some simpler ways, you can start with something like this, right? And all this one is simply just another blank scene, blank canvas. The background is black with a black rectangle or square. And then I am using a diamond shape to give that form of the diamond. Go this way, right? Let's see. I go this way. Nope, this way. There we go. Okay, you get it, right? So I use a diamond shape to create this. You can also use these in a circular one. I'll show you another one that gives you kind of an idea, right? So there's diamond, and then over here, Let me put me here really quick. Bam. This is where I have kind of the half circle, right? So I can still do this one to do comments, or if I wanted to do another comment one as well, like this, right? So you can do them in all kind of ways so that your comments and so forth can come on. As a matter of fact, really quick, let me see about changing that really quick. Yep, there we go. And bam. And then let's do this. Booyah. Oh, look at that. New comment section. Again, change it up however you like. And then the last one that we're going to show here, and we're going to get ready to close this down, is, do I still have the comment? Oh, I still have it like that. The comment section. Oh, wait. I think, did I move that? I probably did. All right, so, was that the right one? Here we go. And now, again, a lot more intricacy and advancement in this one. So, hey, thank y'all for taking a little few moments to come and learn some stuff. If you have any questions after this, you practice it and you get stuck, go ahead and give us a holler. Check out some of those links as well. I got a gear list, and then also some tips for you who are going to be hosting your webinar. I give away some tips that tell you my 3 tips to host a webinar that makes it fun, interesting, and absolutely amazing to have in your guests. First tip I always tell you is you want to include some music, right? You want to include some jam. Wait, am I supposed to be on the screen or this one? Here, let's take a look. There we go. Move my face out of the way. Then the next one that we're going to do after that one is gamification. You want to have some fun, some gamifying things to put into your presentation. Okay, your virtual kind of summit, webinar. I hate saying webinar. That's why I'm hesitating. I'm changing it to webinar. Then the last thing is that you want to include. You want to do some things to include your attendees in there, bringing their comments up. And there's some other techniques that we have as well. If you want to learn more, hey, make sure you reach out to us at VCA Academy. Because, oh, let me check. Yep, got to put that one on. Move things around. Move things around. Simply because oh, wait, no, did it do it? Wait, hold on, let me see. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Let me see. I'm trying to check. Oh, okay. I see. I gotta put that back in. I thought I put that in. Let's see, where's it at? Let me see something. Hold on, before I go, let me see a couple of, okay. Nope, that. Let's see. Command. Nope. All right, cool. I go back to the drawing board, put a couple of things in. I'm changing things around, doing a whole new thing. Okay. All right. So thank you all. Hey, Lion Flood VCA Academy, we're teaching you the art of
Straight out of Ecamm.